Haney Realty and Property Management. Can I help you?
At Haney Realty and Property Management, we strive to help our clients with listing and buying of homes. Whether it's land, homes, or commercial, we are happy to assist you. We are licensed in Tennessee and Alabama. We're excited to be the title sponsor for the 2024 Giles County Youth Baseball this year for the All-Star Tournament. Give us a call at 931-347-9150. You can visit our website at www.haneyrealtypm.com, or you can come by and see us at 109 South 1st Street, right off the square in Pulaski. Haney Realty and Property Management. We are your best friend in real estate.
His team at Haney Realty and Property Management for this video streaming. If you don't mind, Trent, can you fill a moment of airtime? Scott's calling me.
Yeah, no problem. So what we've got going in, we're going to keep our lineups the same. The starting lineup going in for the American League is leading off number 13, Mason Blaylock playing second base. Number 22, Braden Underwood is going to be playing center field and batting second. The pitcher is not going to be Hunter Starling. Hunter Starling is going to be playing outfield. He is batting in the 3 hole. Then we have Hagan Haney catching. Yep, I got that one right. Then we have Dawson Lilly, Braxton Richardson, Judah Reisner, Sam Jackson, Everett Chapman, Brantley Swanner, and Harold Reiner. That ranks up for the American League. And then our National League will be number 99, Gilberto Garcia playing second. 28, Destin Davis playing shortstop. Then we have number 27, Manuel Estrada. Number 7, Ty Edwards. Number 9, that is Kason Stout. 21, Ryan. We are about to get started. Then we have Rhett Dooley in the 7 hole, Maddox Wells in the 8 hole. We have Dawson Oakley in the 9 hole, and in the 10 hole, we have Nate Edwards.
Absolutely, and that was our Tennessee Crossroads Realty starting lineup. Tennessee Crossroads Realty has a great lineup of local realtors you can count on to hit a home run for you. Whether you're buying or selling property, Karen Sorrow, Ronald Story, Cod Wallace, Brad Phillips, as there's going to be a leadoff single for Garcia. Let me finish this read real quick. Shelly Goolsby and Avian Bust make up the All-Stars at Tennessee Crossroad Realty. Visit them at 314 South 1st Street behind the post office, or at tnhomesforyou.com, or call 363-3366. So leadoff single to start this one for Garcia in the leadoff spot. That was a Winterburn and Associates Insurance base hit. Your starting pitcher, as you mentioned, is Judah Reisner for the American League. And so we are ready here as early base runner for the National League to get us started, Trent.
Yeah, starting off with the hits quickly. National League's bats must have stayed hot in the in-between games. They start off first pitch swinging, get a single up the first base line.
And it looks like, the starting lineup in game 1 had to be changed because Estrada wasn't here in time. So it looks like Estrada is going to be the 3 hole now. Here's a sharply hit ball to center. And that's a home run. And that's going to be a McDonald's home run off the bat of Davis. And the reason it's a home run is because Starling almost caught it at the wall, but he actually tips it over the wall there. And so, wow, what a play. Wow. Only our second McDonald's home run of the series. First one was hit by Kason Stout, but that play in which Starling, for the record, I think made a pretty good play on the ball, but just slips out of his glove over the wall, Trent.
Yeah, Starling makes a great read on that, runs back to get it, jumps up as high as he can, just not able to make the catch. Davis with a just bellowing home run, line drive, doesn't even get but about what would you say, 14 foot high the whole way there. Yeah. What a shot there from Davis.
Unbelievable. And like we said, really, really well hit ball there by Davis. It would have been high off the wall. But I'll tell you, I don't think it's a home run if it doesn't bounce off the glove.
No, I don't think so either. And we're not paid statisticians, but a paid statistician might write that down as a 4-base error. But we're not that, so we're going to give him that home run.
We're giving that a home run.
We're
At
giving
this
that
level,
home
it's
run.
more fun.
That's a home run.
It's more fun to make it a McDonald's home run. And it's also technically a Winterburn and Associates base hit
Yes.
as well. So 2-0 National League has taken an early lead, and I'll tell you, I think they have some fire in their bellies after coming back in game 4 there to come behind from 2-0 to win it 6-3. Suddenly, I think they have some life, and this feels like a completely different series over the course of about 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah, the bats are alive up here for the National League, just absolutely smoking the ball right off the rip.
And so Estrada now is your 3-hole hitter. It's 2-2 count from Reisner. So 2-0 on a 2-run McDonald's homer there by Davis.
They sure didn't wait to the 6th inning to get the scoring going this game, did they?
I'll have to check something with Daniel Haney real quick.
All right.
Yeah, so I was going to see if he was. So he was in the home run derby. He did not make it to the knockout round in which they had the hit off. But yeah, so Davis was in the home run derby.
Well, he showed if he wasn't in it, he sure should have been in it with that
Deepest
swing.
part of center.
Yeah, with that swing there.
3-2 count now from Reisner to Estrada. That one going to be a walk, and so Estrada will head down to first. Had a chance to take a look at Reisner down there, and he's got some swelling on his cheek there. It ended up catching him right in the right cheek, and so, he's really no worse for wear, but I'd venture he's in a little bit of pain because he's got some real swelling on that side of his face from where that ground out hit him in the face earlier.
Yeah, and think of it like this, he's just ponied up and gone back out here, manned up to get out here. So, he wants to play some ball. So you'd love to see that.
Oh, yeah, and he's a tough kid. He kind of looked and he was laughing about it whenever I made a joke about maybe they'll get him some gold teeth now. And so, I think he's in good spirits. But once again, that's just a tough to have to get back in the ball game. But, oh, what a defensive play there for Reisner as he almost bare hands it. Fires to first for the out. That is going to move the runner over to third with less than 2 outs, though. And so both teams probably feel pretty good about that play because Reisner makes a great play for the out, but you end up kind of a de facto bunt to move the run over to third.
Yeah, kind of a hot shot back to Reisner. So you love to see that he's fielding the ball cleanly and smoothly. No thoughts going back to what happened last game. Makes a nice play to first there. But like you said, kind of a swinging bunt there to move the runner over.
Absolutely. So 2-0 is your National League lead here with a runner on third, 1 down. That will bring up your other player who's hit a home run this series, Stout. Big swing and a miss there for Stout. I think he might have been looking for that.
Yeah.
Looking for the fences there too.
That was a for sure home run swing there, letting everything out into that cut there.
This one a bit high, 1-1. Reisner looks back the runner at third. Estrada, a lot of speed, so you got to watch now for wild pitches and pass balls. Another Reisner able to blow it by Stout.
See if he changes his approach here now that he's got 2 strikes.
1-2. This one high, 2-2. One out, 2 balls, 2 strikes, runner on third. Here's the 2-2 offering. This one popped foul. So, Trent, y'all have now had a chance to sample the concessions, too. I'll tell you, for this level, elite. I think you're not going to get too many Little League parks that have food this good.
No.
Usually, you're going to have to wait till high school.
Yeah.
Concession stands.
We have cheese fries, hot dogs, hamburgers, cheeseburgers, whatever you could want. They have it lined up for you, and it hits the spot. It's definitely not something you would expect at a Little League field.
Absolutely. 3-2 count now, 1 out. Ooh, and that one's actually going to plunk Stout, so that will put runners on the corners. 1 down here in the top of the first.
One thing we did whenever we would draw a walk and then we had 1 out, we would go ahead and make our runner that got walked go ahead and start going to to second base to make a play real quick.
That one's, don't know if he got a piece of that. Either way, it's a foul. / a strike.
Yeah, not for sure on that. Stout took off like he was going and then stopped and came back. Oh, what a
This one
hit.
line drive. Oh, but Richardson there with the hot shot play. I'll tell you, that's an early candidate for that Pulaski Natural Gas defensive player of the game there. As great play there by Richardson.
Yeah, what a play there. Able to stay back, just snap it off.
That'll bring up Rhett Dooley, who is one of your heroes of game one with a 2 RBI base hit. Also was our Pulaski Natural Gas defensive player of the game. Swing and a miss there. 1-1.
Those balls at the eyes are the hardest balls not to swing at. That is for sure.
Well, Dooley also one of the few players who's actually shorter than me.
Yeah.
Let's say it's he probably has a lot more that are pretty high. I kind of wondered if they would do this, if they would go ahead and send Stout down to second just to test to see if they wanted to throw down and potentially allow the runner to come home from third. They go ahead and are it's not truly, I found out, and you'll actually know this. I guarantee you knew it before me. It's not truly fielder's indifference according to Wade statistically, but it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
In terms of it's not going to go down to it statistically, but that's really what happened there is the fielder is indifferent to the play because he knows that the play with 2 outs is to get the guy out at home.
Yeah. That's the all-around play. Unless you are for sure that you're throwing the guy out at second before the guy at home reaches home, you don't take a chance right there, especially
Exactly.
this early in the game.
Exactly. So 3-2, 2 outs. And that's going to be a walk for Dooley, so that will load the bases. And also kind of pushing Reisner's pitch count up pretty high here in the first inning. He's already thrown 27 pitches.
Yeah, throwing quite a few pitches here. A lot of 3-2 counts.
At this point, though, if he is able to get out of this inning, I think you keep letting him go because now that he's gotten over 20 pitches, he can't pitch tomorrow.
Yep.
And at this point, you've basically burned him. You kind of probably want to see him get some outs here and pitch deep into the ballgame.
Yeah, you got to let him go now. There's no questioning that. You got to let him keep rolling, try to work his way out of this little jam he's got himself into.
0-2. And honestly, if not for if Starling catches that ball in center, potentially we're talking about him might not having given up any runs this inning.
Yeah, the ball gets caught, not dropped over the fence, then this is a whole different ball game.
1-2 count, 2 outs. And so this time Reisner is able to move ahead. We'll see what he can do here against, I believe that's Wells.
That is Maddox Wells.
This one hit high. Kind of in no man's land there, but stepping out into the grass is your third baseman, Dawson Lee, for out number 3. So American League gets out of a bases-loaded jam, but not before a 2-run bomb brought to you by McDonald's by Denton Davis to give a 2-0 lead to the National League. We'll be back after a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Giles County Little League All-Star.
For over 50 years, PES Energize has been proudly powering our community in Pulaski and Giles County, Tennessee. We're more than just an electric utility. We also offer internet and phone services. Our commitment to our customers and our community is what sets us apart. We're dedicated to providing safe, reliable, and innovative services. At PES Energize, we believe that serving you is a privilege. We're here for all your energy needs. Visit PESenergize.com or call us today.
If you're looking for a new job, let M&M Staffing be your guide. With over 20 years of experience, we know how to connect great people with great opportunities. We work with over 80 companies, so we're sure to find the perfect job for you. Our team is dedicated to helping you succeed, and our high customer satisfaction rate proves it. Ready to get started? Visit us at mnmstaffing.net or give us a call today at 931-347-4255.
And we are back here. 2-0 is your score. National League takes the 2-0 advantage on a 2-run homer by Denton Davis. And we're here in the bottom of the first inning. Your starting pitcher for the National League is going to be Rhett Dooley,
who was our defensive player of the game last game. So let's see if he can do it on the mound this game now.
Like I said, when you think about Rhett Dooley, I'm thinking about just a very fundamental player.
Yeah.
A guy who, fields every ball very cleanly. He's going to make the smart play. He's just very sound. You can tell that he's played this from a young age, and he really knows his stuff. This is an age at 10 to 12 where guys probably at this point always know to hit the right cutoff man, always know to back up a play by this level, but occasionally you still see him forget, and he's one guy who I feel like you never see forget.
Yeah, he's been around the game for a while. You can tell that just by how he carries himself, how he works through it. He knows what he's doing out there. I'm sure he's going to be locked in and making the plays that is a necessity to keep his team in the ball game. So I'm ready to see that for him.
Absolutely. Also wanted to mention, it's been a treat this series to get to see Troy Hughes, former Richland Raider baseball great, to get a chance to call the games for us. As like I said, Troy has just been one of my favorite people to ever cover for the newspaper. Just a great guy all around, and a guy who had a whole lot of success. At a Richland program that had some really good talent come through, but I really think he capitalized on that talent.
Oh, yeah, he took the talent that he had and made them even better than what they were. I mean, for years going into Richland, and we've coming from where I was, we played them twice a year, sometimes 3 times a year. You knew what you were going to get every time you went to play Richland, and that was going to be guys that were going to make the right plays. You're going to have a pitcher that could throw strikes, and they were going to hit the ball right back at you no matter what you did. So he did a great job there in his time there.
Blaylock will be up first. It's a 1-0 count. This one going to be popped. Edwards, can't quite get a glove on it. That's going to be a Winterburn and Associates base hit, and that'll be a leadoff single for Mason Blaylock.
Do we start off the bottom of the half of the inning just like we started off the top half?
Basically.
Single, and then are we going to have a
we'll see. I'll tell you, Underwood's got a good bat. He's more, in my opinion, a contact hitter rather than a power hitter.
Yeah.
But, he gets such good contact. It's not without it's not outside the realm of possibility. Well, swinging for the fences there, but he swings and misses as Dooley fools him.
He did take a hack there.
Just one final note on the Richland baseball thing there. You guys with Santa Fe and Richland were also playing in a very hard classification. You talk about Eagleville. You talk about East Robertson. You talk about McKenzie. Yeah. There's just a ton of talent beyond their classification there in single A. And so the amount of success that, some of these local programs have had in single A is really impressive considering what they're playing against.
Yeah, and like we talked about earlier, the Middle Tennessee ball is just evolved these days, and that's going to be a flick wrist. What a play
by Garcia. So Garcia, another potential early candidate for your Pulaski Natural Gas Defensive Player of the game.
And he is holding second base down, isn't he? He makes plays that I thought that was for sure in the outfield. I thought that was for sure in the outfield, and he was able to run it down and make it look like it was an easy little ball to get to.
Yeah, basically had to range to the grass there. The one guy for the American League who I really think has home run power is Hunter Starling here. And if he could put a charge in this one and get a McDonald's home run, I think this is a brand new ball game.
Yeah.
As National League currently leads 2-0.
Yeah, National League has all the momentum right now, coming from winning last game and then having a good top of the inning right here.
But I'll tell you, Dooley is being coached right / knows what to do here. He's really pitching that outside. He's getting Starling, to kind of reach a bit.
Yeah. Dooley knows his spots. He's hitting them right now.
0-2 count. Almost kind of a tomahawk play there. They're going to try to turn a double play, but they'll just go ahead and get the fielder's choice there as Garcia finds Edwards for the out. And suddenly Starling gets a little greedy, and he's going to be thrown out there as he thought potentially they weren't paying attention. He was going to head on down to second, but he doesn't get there. So an unorthodox double play ends the inning. And that will be a First Realty Group inning break here as we head to the top of the second. So 2-0, National League leads it. Back in 1 minute on Pulaski Citizen Live.
The Natural Gas Department of Pulaski is here to help you save money. Natural gas is safe, efficient, and cost-effective. It's up to 50 to 60% less expensive than electricity for home heating. Plus, it's clean and efficient, so you can feel good about your choice. Call us today for service or visit our website to learn more. Make the switch to natural gas and start saving today.
Southern Tennessee Regional Health System. Pulaski is here to help you be well. Our mission is to make our community healthier, and we're your community hospital. We're committed to providing trusted care when you need it most. From wellness checks to emergencies, we're here for you and your family. Visit us today at southerntennessee.com or call 931-363-7531.
And we are back here for the top of the second inning, thanks to First Realty Group for that inning break as Judah Reisner heads out to the mound for his second inning of action. Gave up a 2-run homer to Denton Davis, and that is the difference in a 2-0 lead for the National League.
Yeah, and he was able to come back from after giving up that home run and able to finish out the inning pretty strong. A lot of pitches thrown, though, so that kind of hurts a little bit. But I think Reisner is going to be able to focus back in and be able to keep his guys in the ball game here.
Well, I think what they need from him right now is they need to do what Hagen Haney did so well Monday night, which was eat innings.
Yeah.
You know, even if because at this point they've burned you, they want you to go as close to 85 as you can here. Take it everything you can. Honestly, kind of what Ty Edwards did as well last game, as his team trailed all the way until the end. He ended up picking up the win on the mound, only gave up 3 runs. But yeah, you know, at this point, they want him to go as long as he can. Hopefully only give up 1 or 2 more runs, keep them in the ball game, and keep them from wasting too many more pitchers if they have to. Because remember, they're still up 3-1, so they don't have to win this game.
Yeah.
They're thinking strategically not only about tonight, they're thinking about tomorrow night as well.
Yep, that long run, they're not gonna want to burn any of their other pitchers tonight unless they necessarily have to. So they're gonna need a good rest of the night out for him.
This one put into play, and that's going to be a Winterburn and Associates base hit for the National League, as that was Dawson Oakley, who gets a leadoff single here in the second inning.
Yeah, the guys for the National League are coming up ready to hit every time they are ready to swing the bat.
So Nate Edwards steps to the plate. Runner on first. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
They must have saw something that Reisner throws first pitch strike, and they're all going after it now, aren't they?
Yeah. This one is going to be a wild pitch. Well, they throw down in close play somewhat, but Oakley is going to get into second base. So runner now in scoring position with no outs. A 1-1 count. Reisner up to 34 pitches on the evening.
We had a single-digit pitch inning on the
Yeah.
other way for Dooley.
And that's huge for the National League.
Yeah.
But they definitely get Davis back out tomorrow. Let me ask Daniel something real quick. So, yeah, not only Davis, but Stout is also available tomorrow. So suddenly they probably have starting pitchers for game 1 and game 2 who are really strong starting pitchers. So I think if the National League can get to tomorrow, suddenly they have just brand new life because those guys are both really, really strong pitchers. Now, after them, what their quote-unquote bullpen's going to look like, who's to say that? But, you know, their starting pitchers tomorrow are going to be really good.
Yeah, that's it's becoming a wide open series right here, depending on the results of this game. The National League are just taking advantage of the bats being hot right now.
And Edwards is going to draw another walk. He's had really good plate discipline in both games tonight.
Yeah, he's I believe he's gotten every time he has came up to hit, he has gotten it to either a full count where he's drawn walks. I believe one time he did strike out, but you know, anytime you're getting the bottom guy in the lineup to get 6-7 pitches in a bat, that is something you love to see. Yeah,
so of course last game Estrada was your 9-hole hitter, but this time it is going to have been Edwards. So that turns it back over to the top of the lineup, and that'll be Garcia. Garcia led off the game with a base hit. 1-0 count here from Reisner. Ooh, big swing and a miss there on the high stuff. And Edwards going to steal the base. Well, hold up. Well, look. Ooh, so I'm confused. He got to second, then he started to run back. Then Coach Hughes says, no, you can stay. Are they calling interference? I couldn't tell.
I don't know the exact call there. I don't know.
Based on his hand motions there, I was a bit confused.
Yeah.
Either way, 1-1 count and a runner on second and third now.
I don't know exactly what one of our wonderful umpires, Mr. Tracy Randolph, is out there calling. Sometimes you got to wonder what's going on, but he knows what's going on. We know that.
Yeah. Got that one off. I'll tell you, and you talk about a guy whose name has been around this league for so long.
Yeah. Tracy does everything for the city. My goodness, he works so hard, especially for the youth, helping guys out. volunteers for every athletic team at Bridgeforth. You know, he just loves sports and loves watching the kids have a chance to play.
2-2 count. Still no outs. 2 runners in scoring position for the National League who are trying to blow this one open. Strikeout. So Reisner, you know, he got out of a bases loaded jam last inning and does a good job here, taking one step in that direction with 2 runners in scoring position, 1 out now.
Yeah, very big strikeout there for Reisner.
Brings up a Davis, who fouls one off. He's responsible for both RBIs today. A 1 count. Here's the pitch. 1-1.
Just
Watches that one go. Yep.
Yeah, just a bit outside there.
In the on-deck circle, it's Estrada.
You see Davis has a very – you saw how he stepped, followed that ball.
Line shot. That is foul, but sharply hit down the line. Only foul by about a foot.
Yeah. What I was saying was he's tracking the ball very well, even on the pitches that are outside, taking that nice step towards it, reading it well, and then he showed it with that swing there. He is all over the baseball right now.
2-2. High, 3-2. For Reisner, though, that's now 49 pitches with only 4 outs.
Ooh.
And so he probably won't make it out of the 3rd inning at this rate. But if he can keep them to only 2 runs, feel like his coaching staff would definitely take that.
Yeah.
Fouls that one off. We'll set back up 3-2.
Yeah, I'm sure they're wanting to ride him a little bit longer than the 2nd or 3rd inning. So hopefully he'll be able to catch a couple outs here and there to be able to get out of this little jam he's kind of backed himself into.
The interesting thing would be if the National League did score a couple runs here, as that one's hit to right field. Ryder makes the catch. Probably not necessarily what you want there with him throwing it home, but as is, he kind of looks back the runner, and Edwards actually ends up deciding to stay at second. So that is a sac fly for an RBI and a 3-0 lead. The interesting note would be if the National League was able to push across, maybe get to a 5-0 lead, suddenly you wonder if the American League thinks, all right, we really don't want to use any of the guys that we want to use tomorrow now.
Mm-hmm.
Either that or they use a bunch of guys and then all let them pitch under 20 pitches so they're back tomorrow.
Yep.
So maybe, you know, have all your best guys pitch, but say, all right, you got 19, you got 19, you got 19.
Mm-hmm.
And
a bunch of game planning is going to come in for the American League here.
Remember the Tampa Bay Rays used to do that where they would basically start a closer and they'd have just a true committee day.
Yep.
And end up throwing, 6 to 8 guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Rays, they were very famous for that, especially in the late 2000s, early 2010s with when they had who was the third baseman that played for the Rays for the longest?
You talking about Longoria?
Longoria, yeah, the Longoria days. Those were the days where they just would ride out pitchers. Let's just swap as many times as we can just to get through a weekend.
Yeah. 2-1 count, 2 outs. Reisner on the cusp of getting out of this inning once again, though. 3-1. That will be a walk. If I'm Haney or the coaching staff, I might come out and just chat with Reisner just for a moment here, kind of settle him down.
Yeah.
Say, hey, let's get this 3rd out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get maybe next inning, maybe another one, and then, you've done your job.
Yeah, a little talk right here would probably help out just a little bit.
That does bring up Ty Edwards, a dangerous hitter for the National League.
Yeah, Edwards has a little bit of pop in his bat.
Runners on first and second, 2 outs. This one, kind of another little blooper there. Ryder, he's going to get past him. And so your center fielder Starling's actually on the one to throw it home. Overthrows it. So this could score 2. Indeed, it will. And that makes it 5-0. And Edwards on the throw turns the double into a 3-bagger.
He made it around really well there.
So advancing on the throw, they have another runner in scoring position, and suddenly the National League has one of the largest leads of the series to date, 5-0. Big swing and a miss there for Stout. Probably one of your 2 starting pitchers tomorrow for the National League. One and one. That's something I mentioned earlier. Is one thing I like about this series is at this age group, you still let your catchers pitch.
Yeah.
You know, by the time you get to middle school and high school, you may not see it as much because you may just have a guy who you're like, he's such a defensive, presence that we can't afford to pitch him. But this level, you're still seeing your catchers are usually some of your best pitchers.
Yeah, last year I had a catcher who could also pitch, but whenever it came down to it late in the season and I'm needing a bunch of extra strike calls, I had to ride him out, and I hated to take him off the mound, but I just had to so he could keep going. That is a long ball.
Oh, that one's going to be
at the bottom of the fence.
Yeah, that one's actually going to be a ground rule double as it gets stuck under the fence. And so that is going to be a 2-bagger on the ground rule double. And that's going to score a run and also put the runner at second.
The National League are hot right now.
Absolutely.
Those bats are very hot.
You have to think they've scored 12 runs in the span of 3 innings.
Yeah. The bats are very hot for National League right now.
We haven't seen any. Last year we saw a couple run rules. Of course, it'd be 10 after 5, and so suddenly National League is threatening potentially to get into run rule territory. A 1 count, 2 outs. That was, of course, another, Winterburn Associates hit there to the wall there on that double.
We sometimes just get caught watching the ball fly off the bat.
Yeah.
We forget what's really going on.
And they've had a lot of Winterburn and Associates hits so far for the National League. They've been great. Stout heads over to third. One, 2 down. Swing and a miss. Benton at the plate. Ooh, swing and miss on the high stuff there, and that will be a McDonald strikeout. And so that will do it, but not before 4 more runs come across here in the second. 6-0. The National League leads it. We'll be back after a 1-minute timeout here on Pulaski Citizen Live.
Whether you need to finance home improvements or a last-minute vacation, we can help. We offer everything from consumer loans to home equity line of credit, so you can choose the option that best meets your needs. Sit down and talk with one of our loan officers today. Give us a call at 931-424-3008 or stop by and see us. The Bank of Frank Ewing is ready to serve you. We are a member, FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Haney Financial Solutions is a New York Life company. We're for the people who put their love into action. Backed by over 175 years of experience, New York Life companies like Haney Financial Solutions have been helping people just like you protect what matters most. So go ahead and make a difference in the world. Visit NewYorkLife.com or call us today at 931-363-6490. Haney Financial Solutions. We're here to help.
And we're back here for the bottom of the second inning, a 6-0 lead now for the National League. And the way that Rhett Dooley pitched in the first inning, you have to feel like that's a comfortable lead for this young man.
Yeah, Dooley only throwing 8 pitches in the first inning. He's locked in. One thing that you will lose, though, that is a little bit of a breaker for not being able to go back to the mound so quick is if you're in a rhythm, but then your team gets hot and goes out there on a hitting little streak, they score some runs, they keep going and going and going. You got to think of how long you're sitting off that mound. You're not getting to throw. You're not getting to get your warm-up pitches. You might lose that little bit of rhythm, and it might make you slip up, leave a ball a little bit too up on the plate, let somebody get a good piece of one. We'll see if he's able to fight that little battle and come right back out and just pick up where he started with.
Heart of the lineup due up for the American League here as Hagan Haney is taking some practice swings now. Haney started game 1 on the mound, then has been the catcher for the rest of the series for the American League. And of course, it was kind of a really strange double play last inning. They ended up ending the inning as they had the fielder's choice, and then Starling kind of saw nobody paying attention, tried to run down to second, but National League was paying more attention than he believed, and they were able to get that out on a quick throw. First pitch is low and away to Haney. Haney steps back in. 1-0 count. Inside, 2-0. You know, we always talk about in professional sports such as, you know, the NBA, the World Series, how rare it is for a team ever to come back from down 3-0.
Yeah.
I mean, just it basically never happens. But I really think the National League has a chance to do just that in this series. Of course, if they swept tonight, that would make it 3-2. Would still need both wins tomorrow, but with the pitching staff that they have coming back and those two guys who are once again available, you know, they have the hot bats, and it feels like suddenly what felt like an improbability is at least a possibility now.
Yeah, the bats are the biggest thing. Whenever you get the bats rolling, that makes life a whole lot easier. And what a shot!
Great
there
hit
from
ball
Haney.
by Haney. That's going to be a Winterburn and Associates hit, and Haney, it's going to be close. He slides in safe for a double to second base there. So good base running by Haney, but he just puts one to the wall for a leadoff double, and that's what the American League needs is base runners.
Yeah, that is exactly what they needed, was a big start off like that.
Brings up Dawson Lee. That one inside. Only 13 pitches thus far for Rhett Dooley.
And 5 of them to the last batter.
Yeah. Oh, this one hit pretty sharply. That one's going to be over the head. Is that? Oh, off the wall. Thought for a moment it might be gone. Haney actually kind of had to hang up there because based on the body language of the right fielder, for a moment it looked like there was a chance he'd catch it. So with no outs now, you have runners first and third.
Yep.
And honestly, that might even be better because now you can think about trying to move Lee down to second. So you may even get an extra base based on keeping your guy held up at third.
Yeah, it all depends on how you decide to do it right here.
So another Winterburn and Associates hit there for Dawson Lee. That will bring up Braxton Richardson. Richardson puts one up. First baseman Wells gives chase. Oh, and that one hit the netting before it got to him. Runs into a coach.
Trying to push him out of the way to get to the ball.
So 0-1 count after that long out. I mean, not long out, long strike, excuse me.
Yeah. Bats are starting to warm up tonight as the sun's starting to go down.
Here's the 1-1. Inside, 2-1. If Richardson could draw a walk here, suddenly you're thinking about what this inning could be. Trailing 6-0, you need a lot of things to happen. Don't feel like you have to get it all back here, but you probably want to get something. Oh, what a play there by the coach. Only get the fielder's RBI there for Richardson. And I'll tell you, that one was hit so sharply that I didn't know if he'd be able to get the glove down.
Yeah, I did not expect him to be able to make that quick little wrist movement to snag it. It was a very well hit ball. Great play by the shortstop to be able to hang with it just to get one.
Oh, the NL has a great defensive infield. You look at Davis, you look at Edwards, you look at Garcia, and Wells has been really strong as well. You know, those are, I mean, kind of the gold gloves guys for this series. And then catching, you know, Stout and Haney have been the two, you know, premier catchers defensively. And so Stout's in that conversation. Just a really, really good defensive infield.
Yeah, what a play, man. It showed all day that this defense has got it out there.
Reisner is going to put one in play. Almost kind of like runs right into it, though, in terms of makes it a pretty easy double play as it's going to be a 6-3, stepping on the bag and firing to first for the 2 outs. And that will get him out of the inning, but not before a run scored for the American League. That will do it for the second, though. So this inning break will be brought to you by First Realty Group. We'll be back in 1 minute on Pulaski Citizen Live.
Whether you need to finance home improvements or a last-minute vacation, we can help. We offer everything from consumer loans to home equity line of credit, so you can choose the option that best meets your needs. Sit down and talk with one of our loan officers today. Give us a call at 931-424-3008 or stop by and see us. The Bank of Frank Ewing is ready to serve you. We are a member, FDIC, and equal housing lender.
My name is Hagan Haney. I'm 12 years old and I play baseball at Giles County Little League. I play the position of catcher. I love when runners try and steal on me. It usually doesn't go well for them. Here at Haney Realty and Property Management, we are proud to be the title sponsor for the 2024 Giles County All-Star Tournament. Our agents love listing and selling houses, and they are here to help you find the home of your dreams. You can find us at 109 South 1st Street and give us a call at 931-347-9150. Haney Realty and Property Management. We are your best friends in real estate.
Back here for the top of the third inning. Thanks for that inning break from First Realty Group. And of course, a huge shout out to our title sponsor here tonight, which is Haney Realty and Property Management. And so once again, Haney Realty and Property Management is your best friend in real estate. They've made this video streaming of tonight's game and every game of the Giles County Little League All-Star Classic available. Come on out and watch these Giles County players live. But if you can't, thank Daniel Haney and his team at Haney Realty and Property Management for this live video streaming. So 6-1 is your score. National League on top. Judah Reisner out for his third inning of work. 66 pitches. And so once again, they want to see him get as deep into the game as possible. Probably has one, maybe two innings left, as he's averaged 33 pitches per inning thus far.
Yep, leading off for the National League is Rhett Dooley, the pitcher. Had a pretty good night so far on the mound, only 20 pitches through 3 innings. So he's started off pretty well, and he's gotten on base quite a few times so far this night.
And I'll tell you, it also really behooved National League to try to end this via the run rule, because then they save more of their relief pitchers too.
Yeah. It would make their lives a little bit better going into tomorrow.
Yeah, because obviously we talk about those 2 electric starters, but as we've seen in the series, not a single starter has gotten all 6 innings. We've had a couple go into the 6th, but at the end of the day, you kind of know one guy probably isn't going to quite get there with only 85 pitches to work with.
Yeah, 85 is an odd number, but it sticks even from Little League up into middle school. That is the number. That is the max number for middle school also.
And that's in 7 innings for middle school, right? So
yes,
it's even
sir.
harder there. This one's going to be a Winterburn and Associates base hit. Well, I guess I spoke too soon, but with Dooley's speed, he was probably always going to run that out.
Yeah.
Starling feeling a little bullish in center field as he goes ahead, throws it to first. Honestly, a pretty good one-hopper there. I think a slower batter, he probably gets it.
Yeah, that was a great throw there from Starling trying to make the play. Dooley very quick. If you see Dooley, he was already trying to make that round to second. He was like, oh, he's really trying to throw me out here.
Yeah, a lot of times you associate the outfielders with some of the guys who you're like, they may not be as good at fielding a ground ball. But I'll tell you, I think Starling's just out there because he's got such a good arm.
Yeah, his arm is pretty fantastic with how he just made that throw there to first. And, he tried to make the throw home earlier also, too. He can sling the ball, that's for sure.
They're having a meeting on the mound right now for Reisner, probably just saying, hey, we really want to let you continue to pitch this one, but at the end of the day, we also feel at 6-1 in the third inning. We're not truly out of this yet.
Yeah.
Need to get out of this inning and see what our offense can do.
It's been one thing was, though, for Reisner, his first batter he's faced in each of his innings has been usually a one-pitch base hit.
You're exactly right.
So I think that's probably more of what that little talk was, like, hey, first guy, we're not really pitching to contact. Like, let's work on that one just a little bit more.
This one going to be a tough play. Oh, and couldn't quite make it. Doesn't matter, as it will be a fielder's choice. We've seen several of those here tonight where it's been for a moment you're like, oh, and he won't make it, but it works out for him. In fact, they probably traded for the slower of the 2 runners because, Wells is quick, but Dooley has elite speed there. And so Dooley is out at second on the fielder's choice.
Yeah, that slows down the run speed just a little bit.
Swing and a miss there from Oakley, strike 1. So 1 out here in the third inning. 73 pitches, so might be the last inning of work for Reisner. It's interesting in this series, I think we'd only seen one No, I think we'd seen 2 guys get to 85. We may see by the end of the night 3 or 4 guys get to 85.
Yeah, it's happening in abundance tonight. That is for sure.
I think Dawson Lee and Nate Edwards were the only ones who had actually touched 85 in the first 3 games of the series. But then, of course, you saw Edwards and Starling both get to it in game 1 here tonight. 1-2 count. There's a ball. 2-2. Swing and a miss. That will be a McDonald's strikeout. Big strikeout there for Reisner, as 1 out away from getting out of this inning.
Nate Edwards now to the plate for the National League.
Here's the first pitch to Edwards. Swing and a miss. Wells on first. 2 down. One. Once again, for all you viewers out there, 6-1 is your score as the National League leads it here in the 3rd inning. A liner, just barely misses the glove. Oh, but what a play by Richardson. Spins around, fires to second to Blaylock, and a rangy play there for the fielder's choice and the 3rd out here in the 3rd inning. And so we will be back with the bottom half of the inning as the American League comes to the dish. Back after 1 minute here on Pulaski Citizen Live.
Making connections between buyers and sellers is what the real estate professionals at First Realty Group love the most. Whether it's a home, a farm, commercial property, or land, First Realty Group has the experience and know-how to market your property and help find that dream home you've been looking for. Find out why First Realty Group is first. Visit their office on the east side of the Pulaski Square. Call 363-2644 and visit their website at frg1.com.
Haney Realty and Property Management, can I help you?
At Haney Realty and Property Management, we strive to help our clients with listing and buying of homes. Whether it's land, homes, or commercial, we are happy to assist you. We are licensed in Tennessee and Alabama. We're excited to be the title sponsor for the 2024 Giles County Youth Baseball this year for the All-Star Tournament. Give us a call at 931-347-9150. You can visit our website at www.haneyrealtypm.com, or you can come by and see us at 109 South 1st Street, right off the square in Pulaski. Haney Realty and Property Management. We are your best friend in real estate.
And we're back here for the bottom of the 3rd inning. Jackson due up first for the American League. 6-1 National League leads it with Rhett Dooley on the mound. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. And I'll tell you, right now, at this point in the ballgame, which is very early, Braxton Richardson making it really, really tough to not name him the Pulaski Natural Gas Defensive Player of the game.
Yeah, he's making plays back-to-back out there. Looking very well out there tonight.
Yeah, like I said, there's still a lot of ball to be played, but an early candidate for that award. 1-2 to Jackson. That one's low, 2-2.
Dooley, for such a small guy, looks just so composed on the mound also.
Yeah. Oh, and he gets the McDonald's strikeout of Jackson. That'll be the first out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. That'll bring up Chapman with 1 out. Once again, how we got here was it was 3-0, a series lead for American League, but they come back after trailing 2-0 in the final inning of regulation of Game 4. They win it 6-3, and now they are well on their way to a sweep of tonight with a 6-1 lead here in the 3rd inning of Game 2.
Yeah, the National League has really came out to play today. We thought it was going to wait just a little too late to get those bats going in the first game, but now those bats are going and rolling, and If they keep churning like they are, it looks like we will be playing 2 more games tomorrow.
Two, 1. Bases are clear. This one, line shot, right at the right fielder. Oh, gets under his glove, though. And now I'm going to go ahead and give that a single, but I'm also probably not going to give it a double.
Yeah.
I was about to say, do you agree? I think it's a single plus an error.
Yeah, it's a single plus an error. That first one he wasn't going to get to, but letting the ball go by is what's going to let Chapman move on to second base.
So a runner in scoring position with 1 out. Swing and a miss there for Swanner. Dooley working with a lead here. That one's high, 1-1.
One thing I've liked from our umpires tonight is we get a clear call of where the pitch is as soon as it happens. With the hand signals up, the hand signals out. It's made life real easy for us back here.
That one fouled off. That one's going to get out of play, 1-2. I'll tell you, I really don't have a single complaint about any individual call or the calls behind the plate. I mean, I think that everyone in the series has done a great job.
Yeah, it's been spot on.
Which is funny that at this level we get that at a high school level. A lot of times I feel like we didn't.
That is very true.
I will say, though, Troy doesn't do any high school umpiring, I don't think. Not to my knowledge. If he does it pretty far away from here. I think he should.
Yeah, he definitely should get into it. I guess he might get baseballed out, though. You know,
I can
coaching
imagine.
for so long. I'm sure that could be a problem.
That man has earned his retirement.
Yeah.
Which I think he's actually still a school teacher. He just he's no longer a coach.
Yeah.
Full count. 1 out. Runner on second. Here's the pitch from Dooley, and that is a swing and a miss. A McDonald strikeout for Swanner. So Dooley dealing here, and he's 1 out away from stranding that runner at second.
We are going to have to go together to get Tracy a tighter fitting chest protector, though.
Well, I don't think he necessarily was, he wasn't calling these games to start the series.
Yeah.
I don't think they knew he knew they were going to call upon him.
Yeah.
That one's fouled off by Ryder. And then the American League will turn it back over to the top of the lineup.
Dooley now just at 36 pitches also. It's a good spot to be able to make a long run in this game.
Absolutely. Swing and a miss there, 0-2. Yeah, you have to average about 17 or 18 an inning to get 6 innings. At this point, he's averaging 12 or 13 an inning.
Yep. That 8 to start off the game really helped out.
6-1 lead for the National League. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
I mean, you would look like him.
0-2 count, 2 outs. We'll set up again. Here's the pitch from Duke.
We like him down the middle. You like him where you can hit him.
They're probably going to have to throw him back in the zone for him. But we've seen him try to chase a few highs. So I think he could still do the The rider is really showing more play. We'll see if he can earn a walk or if he can find the gap. 2 outs, runner on second. Oh, it's right there for at number 4.
Haney Realty and Property Management, can I help you?
At Haney Realty and Property Management, we strive to help our clients with listing and buying of homes. Whether it's land, homes, or commercial, we are happy to assist you. We are licensed in Tennessee and Alabama. We are excited to be, we're excited to be the title sponsor for the 2024 Giles County Youth Baseball this year for the All-Star Tournament. Give us a call at 931-347-9150. You can visit our website at www.haneyrealtypm.com, or you can come by and see us at 109 South 1st Street, right off the square in Pulaski. Haney Realty and Property Management. We are your best friend in real estate.
For over 50 years, PES Energize has been proudly powering our community in Pulaski and Giles County, Tennessee. We're more than just an electric utility. We also offer internet and phone services. Our commitment to our customers and our community is what sets us apart. We're dedicated to providing safe, reliable, and innovative services. At PES Energize, we believe that serving you is a privilege. We're here for all your energy needs. Visit PESenergize.com or call us today.
Realty and Property Management, and thanks to First Realty Group for that inning break here on Pulaski Citizen Live. 6-1 is your score as the National League leads it, and they're at the plate right now trying to add to that advantage. This one going to be grounded, off the glove of Reisner. That's tough. I initially kind of want to call it an infield single. What are you thinking, Trent? You're the official scorer.
Yeah, that's a base hit. That was on the backside of it. He had to just throw the glove at it just to get it, so that will go down as an infield single. That's one thing about being a pitcher is you have to field that position right after it, and sometimes those balls come off pretty hot coming right back at you.
Yeah, got a glove on it, but as this one is high, it is deep, it is gone. That is the second McDonald's home run of the game for Denton Davis as he puts one out to left center. And 8-1 is your score. Davis putting on a show as now he is your home run leader for the series.
Yeah, he made sure nobody got a glove onto that ball, though. That one was sent way out there.
I'll tell you, it's funny, too, that Hagen Haney, he plays for the other team, but he's kind of smiling at him there. He's kind of like, man, that was a well-hit ball, dude.
Yeah, that ball.
Hate that it happened for the other team, but, Haney, as I say, he recognizes a good hit.
Yeah, that was one right off the bat you could tell was out of here.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you, that first one, he got lucky because Starling let it slip out the glove over the wall, but that one, nothing was going to keep that one in the yard. That was 83 pitches for Reisner, and so I'd venture they're probably going to go ahead and pull him here, as this would most likely be his last batter regardless. This would be a PES Energized pitching change if indeed it does happen. And really, you wonder who they go to because, like I said, you're down by 7 runs here. You probably don't want to use anyone who would be important for tomorrow because you hope you're going to score 7 more runs in this game. But at the same time, I think you kind of know that you really just need to get out of this one and be ready to win one tomorrow. And so it looks like it will be Oakley on the mound for the American League when we come back. So this is indeed a PES Energized pitching change. We'll be back after a quick timeout here on Pulaski Citizen Live.
For over 50 years, PES Energize has been proudly powering our community in Pulaski and Giles County, Tennessee. We're more than just an electric utility. We also offer internet and phone services. Our commitment to our customers and our community is what sets us apart. We're dedicated to providing safe, reliable, and innovative services. At PES Energize, we believe that serving you is a privilege. We're here for all your energy needs. Visit PESenergize.com or call us today.
If you're looking for a new job, If you're looking for a new job, let M&M Staffing be your guide. With over 20 years of experience, we know how to connect great people with great opportunities. We work with over 80 companies, so we're sure to find the perfect job for you. Our team is dedicated to helping you succeed, and our high customer satisfaction rate proves it. Ready to get started? Visit us at mnmstaffing.net or give us a call today at 931-347-4255.
And once again, thanks to all of our sponsors who make Pulaski Citizen Live and especially the Giles County Little League All-Star Classic possible. Our complete in-game sponsor list includes Haney Realty and Property Management, PES Energize, who brings you the pitching changes, by the way, Winterburn and Associates, Tennessee Crossroads Realty, who, of course, Winterburn and Associates also. I forget that McDonald's home run is also Winterburn and Associates hit, so I need to call that out. It's not only McDonald's home run, it's also Winterburn and Associates hit. Pulaski Natural Gas, McDonald's, First Realty Group, Bank Frank Ewing, and STRHS Pulaski. And then, of course, our Pulaski Citizen Live sports coverage is brought to you all year round by the following sponsors: First Realty Group, Bank of Frank Ewing, Haney Realty and Property Management, Haney Financial Services, M&M Staffing, Pulaski Natural Gas, and STRHS Pulaski. So thanks again to all of our fantastic sponsors. I want to also mention that, hey, you know, number one thing you can do for us is if you're a fan out there, if you enjoy what you hear here on Pulaski Citizen Live, please tell a friend about one of the best opportunities to hear about some of the best and brightest young athletes in the county. It does a world of good for us, so we appreciate all of you for tuning in. 8-1 is your score. National League on top. Oakley on the mound. Oakley throws a bit high there.
This is actually Brantley Swanner.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm super sorry.
Those threes.
Yeah. I saw number 3, and I had the wrong number 3. Swanner. My apologies.
All good.
This one lined up the middle. Oh, and that's a fortuitous play there for the American League, and they get the out. Wow, that one is tipped. And so that's technically going to go down as a 1-4-3. As it's tipped, it gets to Blaylock, and then Blaylock fires to first there. And so what a play.
Did we also hit the bag there, second base, to shoot over his way?
I think it did.
I think that was just a very wild play there.
So it's a 1 second base 4-3.
Yeah.
That one's going to be low, 1-0 count. So 1-0 count, 1 out. Looks like a potential bunt here for Edwards. Haven't seen a lot of bunting in this series. Honestly, kind of surprised we haven't seen more bunt attempts. I think that's the first one we've seen a true bunt attempt today.
Yeah, that's the first true attempt. The first one we've actually stayed square through. Trying to get on for a base hit with a third baseman playing back. And you just check the third baseman again. I wonder if he tries to go back to it again.
1-1 count, 1 out. 8-1 is your score. Edwards ahead in the count now. This one grounded. It'll be a tough play. Shortstop fires. Good play there by Richardson, but beating it out for Winterburn and Associates. Base hit on the infield single is Ty Edwards.
Yeah, that was a long throw there. Third baseman almost was able to cut it off a little bit shorter, wasn't able to get to it. Way to throw the shortstop to stay with it and make that throw, though.
Brings up Kaysen Stout. And Stout kind of says, hey, Davis has taken my lead in the home run hitting category for this series away. Let's see if Stout can tie it back up here with another bomb. One 1-0 count. Swanner looks in. Ooh, that one a little high too here. 2-0.
Edwards is trying to force that throw down to first heavily right now. I wouldn't be surprised to see it.
It's one high. They throw it down to first, so good call there, Trent.
He's ready for it. He wants to take second, though, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do that. 3-0 count, though, right now.
May take it via the walk.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss there, forced out. That's rare to see a green light on a 3-0 count. But I will guess in an 8-1 ball game, you probably get a few of those you wouldn't normally get.
Yeah, you're going to let him go just a little bit. If it was a little bit tighter of a game, I would say, nah, I'm going to hold up on that.
This one, a line shot. That's going to one hop. Ooh, they're going to try to make the field. Ooh, bang, bang play, and they call the out. That was close.
That was close. The tie usually goes to the runner, but
that was close. But Richardson, good job there to be able to recover and get the fielder's choice at second base for out number 2. I think in a closer ball game, the National League might go out to argue that one.
Yeah.
But up by 7, I think they're kind of just saying, hey, sometimes something doesn't go your way.
Yeah, just take it and roll with the punches there.
I'd love to. I hope we have a shot of that. I'd love to see that. Because that was close. This one. Get out of the inning, but not before a 2-run McDonald's homer off the bat of Davis makes it 8-1. We'll be back after a 1-minute timeout here on Pulaski Citizen Live.
The Natural Gas Department of Pulaski is here to help you save money. Natural gas is safe, efficient, and cost-effective. It's up to 50 to 60% less expensive than electricity for home heating. Plus, it's clean and efficient, so you can feel good about your choice. Call us today for service or visit our website to learn more. Make the switch to natural gas and start saving today.
Southern Tennessee Regional Health System. Pulaski is here to help you be well. Our mission is to make our community healthier, and we're your community hospital. We're committed to providing trusted care when you need it most. From wellness checks to emergencies, we're here for you and your family. Visit us today at southerntennessee.com or call 931-363-7531.
And we are back here for the bottom of the 4th inning. 8-1 is your National League lead after another 2-run homer off the bat of Davis. American League in need of some runs, and they need them quickly here. Of course, the National League had a big comeback in Game 1 tonight. We'll see if the American League can do it in Game 2.
Yeah, maybe they're just waiting for their bats to get hot, just like the National League did the first game. A little bit more of a run deficit, though, but it's very possible to happen. Dooley right here with only 42 pitches going into the 4th inning, though. He's having himself a pretty good night on the mound.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Dooley is suddenly the best candidate we've had to actually get a complete game in, and that would be huge for the National League. And with an 8-1 lead, they can probably let him pitch to contact a little bit more than they would if it was a real tight game.
Yeah, you can let him tell him, hey, let's just get the ball over the plate a little bit, especially with their infield. You know, the infield makes plays here, so I'm sure that would be nice for them to see a couple, under 10 pitch innings would be. If he gets under a 10 pitch inning, he definitely can go the distance. Top of the order due up for the American League coming up, though.
They fire down to second, and we will bring up Blaylock. Blaylock has been a good defensive player here tonight. Here's the first pitch. This one lined. Oh, what a play by Ty Edwards as he slides to his knees for the line out.
Yeah, what a play right there.
1 pitch, 1 out. That'll bring up Underwood.
Third baseman was caught in no man's land there with the ball right over his head. Shortstop able to do what they're out there for and back up cover a big distance.
I'll tell you though, just how in the world did the National League end up drafting such a good infield defense?
Yeah,
I mean, just some of the best defense I think we've seen.
Yeah, their defense is completely stacked.
This one popped. It's going to be a tough play for the catcher and for Wells, and Stout won't quite get there. And you have to remember something. We're talking about this infield defense minus Rhett Dooley because he's pitching right now.
Yeah.
He would be part of that action too, potentially.
And what did we say about Dooley? He needs a quick inning if he's wanting to make it this long run. 3 pitches so far. 1 out. A chance to get a second out right here.
Yeah. 0-2.
Oh, that's
going to be
scoreboard.
Yeah, scoreboard. So that is a solo homer off the bat of Underwood. So how about that for Mr. Braden Underwood, who hits a solo homer brought to you by McDonald's, and, of course, as a hit, it's also a Winterburn and Associates hit. And so they mob him at home plate. It only brings it to 8-2, but maybe that's the shot of adrenaline that the American League needs.
Yeah.
I love the scoreboard home runs. Those are the best ones.
Yeah, when it comes falling back in, That's when you know you got a hold of it pretty well.
And you probably have your team's best power hitter due up next, Starling.
Wonder if Starling wants to join the party.
We haven't seen any home runs hit to right yet in this series, if I'm not mistaken. All 4 have been to center or left field.
First pitch just a tad out wide.
So 8-2, National League ahead. Still have quite a bit of wiggle room, but after that solo homer, American League has gotten back on the board once again. That is funny now that we've seen 3 home runs tonight after seeing only 1 in the first 3 games of the series.
Yeah, those bats have for sure came to life tonight. All around, everybody getting good swings, barreling the baseball.
Just high-quality baseball tonight here, too. Not a lot of bad defensive plays. We've probably seen about 4 errors maybe, but all of them were kind of understandable. This one's, that's going to be off the glove there. I'm going to go ahead and call that a base hit. I assume you probably will as well.
Yeah, and you might honestly just have to go ahead and give that a double with that swing.
I think you do because, I mean, no one really let it get away. It just went off the glove on a sliding play. Yeah. He stopped the ball. That's just a double.
Mm-hmm. That's just a straight-up double. It was a great play just to keep the ball in front of you. Coming off the bat, left side, swinging away from you in the outfield on that left side. Oh, that's a tough play.
So that's another Winterburn and Associates base hit for the American lead. And that brings up Hagan Haney, who's trying to add to his team's offensive momentum with 1 out and a runner in scoring position.
Big double like you got earlier off the wall would be big right here.
2-0 count. (3-0). So Haney looking to get on base any way he can. He'll take a walk. As a result, with trailing by 6 runs, I think you're probably not going to get the green light here.
Yeah.
Oh, but he does, and it works out for him. That one's going to score a run. So Haney gets to second and adds an RBI there on the Winterburn and Associates base hit, and now he's going to head all the way to third, slides in safely on an overthrow. You know what's interesting this series, though? I guess the one that took the longest out of all the skills competition was the cutoff man.
Oh,
was how quick you could get it from the outfield on a fly ball, your cutoff man to home, and they would time that. And they were doing such a good job, and now they've gotten that in this series because you've seen so many times the guys are throwing it home or throwing it to the wrong base errantly. And so, hey, hit your cutoff man and let him kind of just hold on to it and survey the landscape. But a lot of guys have been trying to make big plays and throw in, just into no man's land on these just missiles of throws that, once again, have let guys advance a base.
Like you said, another line shot. That one's going to be caught, though. What a play there.
I think they might get a sac fly off this. Haney waited a moment to come home, but that's still going to be a sac fly and an RBI. And so the American League pulls within 4. 3 runs this inning.
And just creeping back into the game. But what you were saying about the big plays is big plays happen both ways.
Yeah.
So you either, whenever you go to make a big play yourself, when you take it upon yourself to make that longer throw, trying to throw somebody out, it can either happen out really well or really bad.
Yeah.
There's really not an in-between of, okay, the ball, they just beat it out just by a little bit. No, it usually doesn't work out that way. Whenever a big play like that comes up and you try to force the issue, sometimes it doesn't work out well for you.
So Dooley, for the first time tonight, in a little bit of trouble. Bases are empty, but not before 3 more runs come across, 8-4. And this one popped way up. Edwards will settle under it for the out. So American League strikes back for 3 runs, and they trail 8-4 as we head to the 5th inning. So thanks again to First Realty Group for this inning break, and we'll be back after a 1-minute timeout here on Pulaski Citizen Live.
Haney Financial Solutions is a New York Life company. We're where the people who Haney Financial Solutions is a New York Life company. We're where the people who put their love into action. Backed by over 175 years of experience, New York Life companies like Haney Financial Solutions have been helping people just like you protect what matters most. So go ahead and make a difference in the world. Visit NewYorkLife.com or call us today at 931-363-6490. Haney Financial Solutions. We're here to help.
Making connections between buyers and sellers is what the real estate professionals at First Realty Group love the most. Whether it's a home, a farm, commercial property, or land, First Realty Group has the experience and know-how to market your property and help find that dream home you've been looking for. Find out why First Realty Group is first. Visit their office on the east side of the Pulaski Square, call 363-2644, and visit their website at frg1.com.
And we're back here for the top of the 5th inning. Thanks for that inning break from First Realty Group. As American League scores 3 runs, they make it 8-4, but now can Swanner throw a scoreless inning behind his defense and give his team a chance to continue to inch back into this one down by 4 runs, Trent?
That's what the name of the game is just being able, when you go down big, is to scratch a few runs here and there, scratch. And then once you get to the last couple innings, that's when you have to step it up big. With 2 innings remaining, 2 at-bats remaining for the American League, they're going to have to be ready to go. But the big thing is they got to get it done right here in the field first. It seems like every inning that we get to, the National League keeps scratching a few more runs. So going to have a big standstill right here and throw up a 0 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and suddenly you think about how important that last game, Game 4, was, in which the American League looked like they might have it won in this series with a 2-0 lead heading into the final inning of regulation. But, of course, a 6-run 6th helped the National League take the lead and the victory, and suddenly drastically changed the outlook of this series. There's a hopper to third. Lee fires it a little bit high. Underwood, though, settles on it for out number 1.
Yeah, what a play over there by the third baseman. A little bit high throw, but first base able to hang with it.
1 out. And this one, shallow left. Oh, diving. Oh, and I believe making the play for out number 2 in left field. And was that Reisner? Who was that, Daniel? Judah Reisner. Yep, it was.
And what a play out there in left. What a play out there.
Yeah, phenomenal. And so suddenly, Swanner getting some quick outs here, and that's what you need because you want your offense. Hey, they feel pretty good about themselves. They have the confidence. You want to get them back to the plate and let them do some more.
We're hot. Let's keep going. That was 2 pitches, 2 outs. I wasn't going to say anything. The baseball in me letting it ride out a little bit before I said anything.
1-0.
It looked like he had the take sign from the coaches there, though, because he wasn't looking really to swing to start that off. And that's the exact thing I would do. We had it happen a couple times this year. I guess even when we were hitting it well, we one time got caught just line drive third base, and I was like, okay, we've got to take a pitch now. We can't go 3 up, 3 down on 3 pitches.
Yeah. Dawson Oakley at the plate. The other number 3, who I misidentified earlier.
Yeah.
Now 2-1, 2 outs. Bases are empty. So 6 outs to work with for the American League. Can they push 4 runs across and get it done? Here's the pitch from Swanner.
Ooh.
That one almost had a little curve back in. That one had some good movement on it.
Yeah, that had some break back in there at the end.
Like I said, I'm really just kind of surprised with how advanced some of the pitching has been in this series. kind of has opened my eyes to some of these young kids. This one fouled off. Underwood gives chase, but it's going to catch the netting. 3-2, so full count, 2 outs. 4-run lead for the National League.
Yeah, the pitching out here is seemingly very deep.
And they're going to call that inside for a walk. So Oakley makes the trot down to first base and brings up Nate Edwards. Swanner's pitch. Swing and a miss from Edwards. Edwards, another big bopper. Can he join the hit parade here with another home run tonight? Oh, he might have.
You just
that
called
ball
it.
is gone. A McDonald's home run, also Winterburn and Associates Insurance base hit for Edwards. And Scott Stewart, I was about to say, I remember you called one in Marshall County versus Giles County. You'll have to give me credit for that one there.
Yeah, that was a great call right there for you.
Well, that kid's got some power.
Yeah.
You know, I'll tell you, he's had some. He's really preferred to work the count this series, but whenever he hits the ball, you can tell he puts a pop in it. That one to right center field, and that one is gone for a 2-run McDonald's homer. And suddenly the National League breathing a little bit easier than they were a moment ago after getting 2 runs back.
Yeah, it's always nice to scratch a few off whenever you're in the lead and letting it go. And he flip-flopped the order now with that. That leads to the leadoff batter now up to the plate, Garcia.
Garcia down to a little bit high once again. This time it will be a throwing error. That's going to be a 2-base error for Garcia. And Lee fielded it really cleanly there, but that's the second straight time that he's just put maybe a little bit too much on it. And Underwood this time unable to use those long arms to corral that one in.
Yeah, with the speed of Garcia there, that's what rushed him a little bit more on making that throw, and that's what caused his errant throw is the speed of Garcia. Now we've got the guy who's got 2 home runs already so far up to the night, up to plate. He's swinging like he was shooting for number 3 right there.
Yeah, that's going to be wild if he does. I mean, so far tonight, he's been able to do no wrong. He's probably our early candidate for our McDonald's Player of the Game. I really don't know what would have to happen for someone else to win it at this point. A 2-homer game. Both of them were 2-run shots. And obviously
4 RBIs too.
McDonald's, of course, is not only the strikeout, not only the home run, but they're also the Player of the Game sponsor. And so it feels fitting that the guy who's hit the most McDonald's home runs would also be your McDonald's Player of the Game. That one in the dirt, so that one's going to send the runner over to third base. Oh, Scott Stewart didn't hear me call that home run.
Oh,
people turned off our power down there, so he said I was too busy yelling at people for turning off the power to hear you. 2-1 count. Oh, nearly hits Davis there. Some of that, as Wade would call it, that sweet chin music.
The WWE fanatic in Wade, right?
3-1 count. And so Davis won't have a chance for the homer because he's going to trot down to first base on the walk. So some 2-out production here for the National League. They have runners on the corners. They've already scored 2 runs, trying to add to that here. And theoretically, you know, if they get 4 more runs here and then throw a scoreless bottom of the 5th, they could actually still win it via mercy rule.
Yeah, right in the heart of this lineup too.
Brings up Estrada, and indeed they will have the runner head down to second. Ooh, but the throw back is errant, and that might actually score 2 runs. Davis charging hard. Davis at the plate. I think. Oh,
yeah, I don't know if
that was
all the way in.
Yeah, he definitely would have been in if he hadn't have some friction there slowed him down, and so I kind of think that, like I said, I hope we have a good view of that on the video feed because I kind of think he might have been out there, but as is, that's going to be 2 more runs across. And so another costly error for, or 2 costly errors there for the American League leads to 2 more runs coming across for the National League. It's now 12-4.
And 2 strikes now on Estrada, or just 1, sorry.
It feels like a longer at bat because of that throwdown and that. So yeah, okay, it is 0-2.
Yeah.
But it even feels like a longer at bat though because of that throwdown and that those 2 errors that were committed. Isn't it interesting though that almost all the errors that we've seen have not been fielding errors but throwing errors?
Yeah, all throwing errors. It's absolutely it's a little concerning because I feel like that's the easier part, you know.
I feel like guys are trying to do too much. If I had to kind of put a pin on it.
Line
shot. Oh, what a laced double down the right field line. And
That
with
might be a
Estrada's speed,
triple.
it might be a triple. Yeah, you're right. But really good play
Oh,
down
way
there
to
in
get
right
it
field,
in.
though. Yeah. Yes, I believe that's Jackson, if I'm not mistaken. It's a left-hander down there. I believe that's Jackson in right field.
Yeah, way to get it in quickly right there.
But that is another Winterburn and Associates base hit on the double for Estrada. And like we said, suddenly National League thinking about, hey, let's end this one inning early and make it a complete game for Rhett Dooley.
Yeah. And Edwards could add to it right here with his home run special. Not calling it like yours.
Like I said, he was one of your players who hit. It was in the hit-off for the Home Run Derby. That Home Run Derby, once again, brought to you by STRHS Pulaski.
Ooh.
This one, pop out to Underwood, and he makes the play for out number 3. So 4 more runs across for the National League. They retake a 12-4 commanding lead. Well, we'll be back with the bottom of the 5th in 1 minute here on Pulaski Citizen Live.
My name is Hagan Haney. I'm 12 years old and I play baseball at Giles County Little League. I play the position of catcher. I love when runners try and steal on me. It usually doesn't go well for them. Here at Haney Realty and Property Management, we are proud to be the title sponsor for the 2024 Giles County All-Star Tournament. Our agents love listing and selling houses, and they are here to help you find the home of your dreams. You can find us at 109 South 1st Street and give us a call at 931-347-9150. Haney Realty and Property Management. We are your best friends in real estate.
Haney Financial Solutions is a New York Life company. We're the people who put their love into action. Backed by over 175 years of experience, New York Life companies like Haney Financial Solutions have been helping people just like you protect what matters most. So go ahead and make a difference in the world. Visit NewYorkLife.com or call us today at 931-363-6490. Haney Financial Solutions. We're here to help.
And so we are back here for the bottom of the 5th inning. Rhett Dooley still on the mound. He was your starting pitcher tonight for the National League, and he's in line for the win as his National League squad leads 12-4 here in the bottom of the 5th. But the American League has 6 outs to work with, and Trent, they scored 3 runs in the 4th.
Yeah, it's doable to make that run to get back into the game. You just got to – it's a thing we like to call passing the torch, making your way onto the bag no matter what you do. You just got to make sure that you make it there. It doesn't matter if you take a hit by a pitch, if you get on by an error. You just have to put the ball in play. More than likely, you want the ball on the ground somewhere or a line drive. You don't want to get under anything because if you get under it, it could end up being an easier play for guys. So you're going to want to make sure you get the ball on a line or on the ground and make some guys make some plays.
Absolutely. And Reisner due up first. Reisner, who had an excellent defensive play last inning.
Yeah, Reisner with the diving, sliding catch out there in the outfield. Maybe it'll juice his bat a little bit because he's excited from it.
Swing and a miss there for strike 1 as Dooley gets him chasing.
Dooley has done very well to not getting ahead in the counts.
Yeah, and really, if you take out that 4th inning, he's been almost perfect. That's going to be a called strike this time, 0-2. We'll see if Dooley can put him away here. Oh, but Reisner puts one. Not going to be a homer, but I think it's going to be off the wall. Indeed, it is. And that's going to be the rare off-the-wall single. As really good job by the National League to get it back in quickly. But still, Reisner puts one off the wall. I kind of think he was thinking to himself, he's kind of smiling to his coach, thinking, what could have been there? You know, about 5 more feet on that, and maybe that's gone.
Yep, just a little bit more power in that swing, and that is gone.
The problem is, though, a lot of those off the wall, if they carry them right, then suddenly, you know, they get right into the glove of a fielder, and Edwards out there in left field's a really strong arm. You suddenly kind of think, oh, well, maybe it's not a double, maybe it's only a single.
And that's exactly what happened there. The ball bounces right over to Edwards after it goes off the wall.
Brings up Jackson.
Hey, we only swing it strut. You got 2-0 count.
2-0 count to Jackson. And once again, that is the one thing you don't want to do with an 8-run lead is walk guys. Oh, but what a line shot there for Jackson. But this will be close play at second. But overthrows it. And then they have no one going for third because both players go after the ball. It's fundamental plays like that. I know as a middle school coach, that probably drives you crazy.
Yeah, that's the one thing. That's one of the times where you have to take the walk out as a coach and just be like, all right, guys, like make the simple throw, toss the ball back in, get it to the infield. Like, don't get me wrong, we're playing with a 12-4 lead here, but we got to play a little bit smarter there. Keep the guys where you have a force out on the base path. Don't try to do too much. The doing too much has been it tonight.
Jackson's Winterburn and Associates base hit there puts runners on second and third after they advance on the error. And that brings up Chapman with a big chance for 2 RBIs here.
Yeah, ball in the grass gets you in too.
Oh, 2 count, though. Can Dooley get 6 outs in 19 pitches?
If we had started at the beginning of the inning where we were at, I believe he could. But both of the first 2 batters caused him to throw 4 or 5 pitches, and now he's going deep into his pitch count.
That's one. Another base hit here. That's probably only going to score 1 as it was just a little bleeder into the outfield. But still, an RBI base hit brought to you by Winterburn and Associates for Chapman. Runners on the corners. And we're talking about a 12-5 game now.
That is what I was talking about in passing the torch. It doesn't have to be beautiful. It doesn't have to be that big, deep line drive. Just get the base hit it where they are, let things roll your way.
I believe that will now be Swanner at the plate, who is your relief pitcher here tonight for the American League. 1-0 count. And this, unfortunately for the American League, is the one case where you can't just try to take second because the National League just wants outs.
Yep.
And so they'll let that run from third to 12 and they can trade it for an out. So
you'll take that run for an out here.
Yes, they'll have to give them on the corners here. 2-0 count. Oh.
No, he would definitely take that. This would be a take sign right here.
Whoa. He may have missed it if so. And unfortunately for them, that's now going to be a sac fly for a run, but it's an important out there. And I think the National League will be more than happy to take that.
Yeah, you'll take that out. Just like you said, you're counting your outs here. How big can hold a rider up here to him?
Oh, they're going to check. They throw down. I don't think they're going to get the benefit there.
No.
As they were trying to say he might have left early. I was kind of wondering if he might have, but I didn't get a good look at it personally, so I really couldn't say either way.
Yeah, that's not one you really want to see. It's not an out you want to see there.
Yeah, because that's never not a controversial one.
Yeah, that causes a stir no matter what right there.
I'll bring up Ryder. 1-0 count, 1 out. 2 more runs across here for the American League this inning. It's 12-6. Big swing there, but a miss for Ryder.
Looks like Ryder has switched bats this time.
Good eye.
I believe we had a highlighter bat last time we were up there. That's the only way I can tell these bats these days. You have highlighters and you have just the normal colors.
Two, 2-1. Oh, a line shot. Probably only going to get 1 base, though.
Yep.
That's a single. So Winterburn and Associates base hit for Ryder. puts 2 runners on now, 1 out. And Dooley creeping toward that 85 pitch mark. He's at 76. And that brings up, I believe that's top of your lineup with Blaylock.
Yep, this is Blaylock, top of the lineup here.
I think the National League may need to use one of their better pitchers and then just make sure he doesn't get to 20.
Yeah, you're going to have to do something like that.
Because you don't want to lose someone for tomorrow. And so you have 20 pitches to work with, and you can still throw them tomorrow.
Yeah, they're going to have to do something with that attack mindset, because I wouldn't want to throw somebody up there at the end here that – because this ball game is still alive with the outs we have left.
Yeah. I mean, you have to think, if the National League could score 6 runs in 1 inning in game 1, then American League could do it in game 2.
Very, very easily.
3-0 count now. Blaylock watches that one go by, but it's in there for a strike.
Dooley now reaching 80 pitches.
Oh, and that one is probably gonna, that might be a double play. Safe though is right. As they actually very, very unconventional double plays. It's almost the double fielder's choice kind of when you think about it, as you're getting third and second. You all never see that there though, but they know that Ryder is a slightly slower runner, and so they thought maybe they could get the quick tag and a fire down to second for the out rather than trying to throw across the diamond. I think it's the right call there.
Yeah, that was the right choice, right play. Here's the guy who hit the big home run last time up with 2 runners on. It'd be a big one right here.
Swinging for the fences there, but it's 0-1. It's Underwood. And so runners on first and second. 2 outs. American League feel like they need a couple more runs here to feel like they have a chance to get back in it in the 6th. This one grounded. Oh, and that pops off the heel of the glove there. I believe that's, in my opinion, it's still probably a base hit, though, wouldn't you say? Yeah, that's an infield single that trickled into the outfield due to that heel of the glove, and that will load the bases. So that's a Winterburn and Associates base hit, and look who's at the dish. One of the best hitters so far tonight, Starling.
Yeah, Starling right here. This is a big opportunity for him. Don't try to do too much, though. We've said that over and over again, that the overdoing, just making good contact. Put the ball in the outfield somewhere. Like that.
That is into the outfield. That's going to score 1. Oh, and he overruns it. That's going to score 2. And so 2 RBI base hit, a Winterburn and Associates base hit for Starling and the American League, and 12-8 with runners on the corners. You know, you went into this inning with 12-4 kind of feeling like, hey, this one might be pretty close to being over. And now the tying run's in the on-deck circle.
Yeah, tying run's right there. We've got a hot bat at the plate in Haney. If he just keeps doing what he's doing with the 2 doubles so far tonight, this would be a big spot for him.
And this is the last batter of the night for Dooley, as he's at 84 pitches. First pitch is high for a ball. I'll tell you, if Haney potentially draws a walk and Lee, what if he comes up and hits a grand slam? And what kind of ball game are we talking about here?
It could be a long night there.
2-0, and Starling actually is going to head down to second as that ball kind of in the dirt. It really wasn't a pass ball per se, but, you know, at the end of the day, Starling had a pretty good jump and gets down to second.
Yeah, I think Starling was going either way there.
So now a base hit in the outfield might score 2 runs no matter what you do. This wing grounder, Edwards, can he make the play? Fires to first. Oh, but it's dropped.
Dropped it first.
And that's going to score 1 run. Starling will hold up at third, but the error keeps this inning alive. And now the tying run is at the plate. It's Dawson Lee. And of course, they are forced to now make a pitching change because that was 85 pitches for Dooley. So Dooley, really, until the 4th inning, he was just fantastic today. Really still pitched pretty well, but ran into a little bit of trouble in the 4th and 5th. And they will bring in Garcia and hope they keep him less than 20 pitches so they can use him again tomorrow. So that will be a PES energized pitching change. And we'll be back after a 1-minute timeout. You're watching Giles County Little League All-Star Classic here on Pulaski Citizen Live.
Making connections between buyers and sellers is what the real estate professionals at First Realty Group love the most. Whether it's a home, a farm, commercial property, or land, First Realty Group has the experience and know-how to market your property and help find that dream home you've been looking for. Find out why First Realty Group is first. Visit their office on the east side of the Pulaski Square, call 363-2644, and visit their website at frg1.com.
My name is Hagen Haney. I'm 12 years old and I play baseball at Giles County Little League. I play the position of catcher. I love when runners try and steal on me. It usually doesn't go well for them. Here at Haney Realty and Property Management, we are proud to be the title sponsor for the 2024 Giles County All-Star Tournament. Our agents love listing and selling houses, and they are here to help you find the home of your dreams. You can find us at 109 South 1st Street and give us a call at 931-347-9150. Haney Realty and Property Management. We are your best friends in real estate.
And we are back here. 12-9 is your score, so a 5-run inning for the American League, and they are now down 12-9. And by the way, there's 2 runners on base and the game-tying run at the plate with 2 outs. Probably the biggest moment of the series thus far, if you don't count, of course, the 6th inning of the last game, Trent. I'll tell you, as good as the first 3 games were, you showed up for the right night of baseball.
Yeah, this has been the night to be here. That is for sure. The guys are putting it all on the line right here, and it has been more than a pleasure to be able to call this game.
Absolutely. And we're going to see here in a moment, it is going to be Gilberto Garcia, who's been a good pitcher this series.
Yeah.
You know, he pitched really well the first game he pitched. He's only pitched in relief so far. This will be actually his 3rd outing of the series.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, he's a guy who hasn't come in and thrown too many pitches. First game they put him in, he pitched really well. Second game, I thought he pitched pretty well, but they really hit him pretty well.
Yeah.
And so this will be his 3rd appearance, and I'm going to venture he's probably going to appear tomorrow as well. They want to keep him under 20 pitches here because they don't want to lose him.
Yeah, that's going to be their goal, is to get him out in 20 pitches. But we'll just see how as the game plays on with going through all that.
First pitch is inside for a ball, but the American League bats have really come to life the last 2 innings. They've scored 8 of their 9 runs in the 4th and 5th. Lee is calling for time. He gets time. And someone has their lights on in center field. Come on, turn them off, man. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, I got to get the lights right. Come on now.
1-0. Oh, this one line center field, and the center fielder took too long to get to it there. As actually, we're going to have Chapman make the aggressive play, and they're going to say safe at 3rd base. And Davis thinks he got him, but the umpire disagrees.
Yeah.
So put runners at 1st and 3rd. And I'll tell you, the center fielder, I think, might have had a chance to make a play on that ball, but it's like he didn't read it because of the lights. And so now
I think they're going to they might talk about this and make him go back. I hate to see that with a big hit right there, but
it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to change it up now that it's happened. Now that it's happened, I don't think you go back on it.
Yeah. As is, though, now it is 12-10, and the tying run is on 1st base.
Yeah. I wonder if the car knows what big of an impact they just made on this game.
Yeah.
Ball goes right over the head of Troy Hughes, who was facing the outfield also right there.
So that'll bring up Richardson, who has a chance to be the hero here. And with a really well-hit ball, could potentially tie the game. Lee's not the fastest runner, but he's got good strides. Oh, they throw over the head there of Richardson. 1-1.
Here was that 6-run inning you were talking about.
Yeah.
Ooh,
swing and miss there for Richardson, though. I'll take Garcia is a good pitcher.
Yeah.
There's a reason they want to see him again tomorrow if they can.
Yeah, that was a beautiful pitch there.
This one fouled off, so staying alive is Richardson. I think American League really wants to get at least one more run here if they can do it by any means.
Yeah.
Because you also will be looking toward the tail end of your lineup in the 6th. Oh, swing and a miss. Is that indeed? It is a McDonald's strikeout, and that will get him out of the jam, but not before 6 runs come across. And we got a brand new ball game here. 12-10 is your score. We're going to go ahead and take a First Realty Group inning break. and be back with the 6th. Back after a quick timeout on Pulaski Citizen Live.
Haney Realty and Property Management, can I help you?
At Haney Realty and Property Management, we strive to help our clients with listing and buying of homes. Whether it's land, homes, or commercial, we are happy to assist you. We are licensed in Tennessee and Alabama. We're excited to be the title sponsor for the 2024 Giles County Youth Baseball this year for the All-Star Tournament. Give us a call at 931-347-9150. You can visit our website at www.haneyrealtypm.com, or you can come by and see us at 109 South 1st Street, right off the square in Pulaski. Haney Realty and Property Management. We are your best friend in real estate.
For over 50 years, PES Energize has been proudly powering our community in Pulaski and Giles County, Tennessee. We're more than just an electric utility. We also offer internet and phone services. Our commitment to our customers and our community is what sets us apart. We're dedicated to providing safe, reliable, and innovative services. At PES Energize, we believe that serving you is a privilege. We're here for all your energy needs. Visit PESenergize.com or call us today.
And back here for the 6th inning. Thanks again to First Realty Group for sponsoring our inning break. And what a game it has been. 22 total runs, a 12-10 lead for the National League. But now, after the American League scores 6 runs in the 5th, now they need Swanner to come out here and throw a scoreless inning and allow them to see if they can get those bats going and take the series championship here tonight in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Yeah, a game that we thought was out of contention earlier has just been brought right back in very quickly in that last inning.
Yeah, and after the first 3 games were decided by a total of 3 runs each, tonight you've had game 1 was decided by just 3 runs, and game 2, which at one point was an 8-run differential, now looks like it's going to be probably decided by 3 runs or less at this point.
Yeah, we shouldn't have expected anything less, should we?
Yeah.
We should have known something was going to happen to bring him back in.
Stout at the plate. Initially kind of looks like they might be pitching around him here. That one's in the dirt. It's 2-0. Stout, probably one of the top 3 best hitters for the National League.
Yeah, they're definitely keeping the ball away from him on the outer half of the plate. Not going to leave anything up and in for him to take a chance to get a good hack on.
So 2-0 count. No runners on here in the top of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. That one is going to miss. Low and away, 3-0 count. So last inning, we saw someone get the green light with a 3-0 pitch. I really don't think Stout does here, but you never know. In there for a strike.
Yeah, he came back after him there, though. That didn't look like he was pitching around him with that pitch.
3-1 delivery. Ooh, Stout wanted to swing at that one, but it was a ball. He holds back the bat, and his plate discipline is rewarded with a walk. So they're head out to talk things over with Swanner real quick. Cue the Jeopardy music.
Yeah.
As a lot of local teams always play. And I think we might have a PES Energize pitching change. Indeed, we do. And so that will do it for Swanner. And that will bring in, I'm going to guess Chapman. I believe it is.
Yep.
Everett Chapman is going to come in. And so we will go ahead and take a timeout in a moment. That is a PES Energize pitching change. Back in 1 minute. You're listening to Giles County Little League All-Star Classic here on Pulaski Citizen Live.
If you're looking for a new job, let M&M Staffing be your guide. With over 20 years of experience, we know how to connect great people with great opportunities. We work with over 80 companies, so we're sure to find the perfect job for you. Our team is dedicated to helping you succeed, and our high customer satisfaction rate proves it. Ready to get started? Visit us at mnmstaffing.net or give us a call today at 931-347-4255.
Southern Tennessee Regional Health System. Pulaski is here to help you be well. Our mission is to make our community healthier, and we're your community hospital. We're committed to providing trusted care when you need it most. From wellness checks to emergencies, we're here for you and your family. Visit us today at southerntennessee.com or call 931-363-7531.
The Natural Gas Department of Pulaski is here to help you save money. Natural gas is safe, efficient, and cost-effective. It's up to 50 to 60% less expensive than electricity for home heating. Plus, it's clean and efficient, so you can feel good about your choice. Call us today for service or visit our website to learn more. Make the switch to natural gas and start saving today.
So a PES Energized pitching change here in the All-Star Classic. Coming in is Everett Chapman, who will pitch for the second time this series. Looked really strong last time we saw him, as I believe he came in and got the save in the game in which Dawson Lee started for the American League. They're going to fire down to first and actually potentially had a chance for a run down there and another errant play there. But this time, good job by the outfield. I believe that actually was Swanner, who's now recently back in the outfield, to get that one quickly and hold Edwards to second base. Edwards, of course, is running in place of Stout, who is the catcher. Stout reached on a walk with no outs. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch from Chapman. Big swing and a miss there, as he gets Benton chasing on that one. 0-2.
And Chapman throwing the ball very well those first two pitches.
Come 1-2, and another one gets away, and suddenly they may get their third. They may get a 3-run lead here just based off some wild pitches.
Yeah, just moved up on a stole second and then moved up on a wild pitch there.
It's disconcerting in the press box now because suddenly it got a lot quieter after the air conditioning went off, and now we smell smoke. So
Yeah.
we'll call for help if we need it. Here is going to be a Winterburn and Associates base hit to the outfield for Benton, and that's going to be an RBI base hit as well. Pushes that lead back up to 3 at 13-10.
Yeah, what a nice swing there from Benton.
Brings up Rhett Dooley, who is your pitcher of record tonight for the National League. Wasn't always pretty, but at the same time, he was effective tonight.
He did his job very well getting them to where they're at. Got a little tired there at the end, I think, and maybe rode him just a little too long.
Yeah, and I can almost imagine here that they're going to let Chapman pitch till about 19, and then they'll threshold him, no matter who he's facing there.
Oh.
Swing and a miss. But they throw behind the runner there. I'll tell you, in that situation, I like the tenacity, but I think you need to focus at just who you got at the plate.
Yeah, you got to lock in on the batter right now.
Yeah. Like I said, and Haney's a really good defensive catcher. He's the kind of guy who can make that play, but I think just don't take any chances here. And a fielder's choice, they will not turn the double play here as Dooley's just got too much speed, but they do get Benton out at second on the fielder's choice. First out here in the 6th. That'll bring up Wells, I believe.
Yep, nice little line drive there. Good play from the third baseman, though. Able to spark it up. The third baseman's playing very far off of third. Realized that a little bit earlier than that ball, the last one they got through for that single.
Yeah, almost playing 2 shortstops.
Yeah.
One-0. 2-0. That one high, 3-0 count. That's really what you don't want to do here is waste any pitches and potentially put anyone on base.
Yeah, you can't have that from Chapman right now, especially with wanting to use him again tomorrow.
Big swing and a miss there. Now that's probably the rarest thing you see is someone get the green light on 3-0 and also still swinging strike.
Yeah, yeah.
This one fouled back, and so good job by Chapman. He's worked the count back to 3-2. Full count, 1 out, runner on first. Swing and a miss. That is a McDonald's strikeout for Chapman. So Chapman has been effective here. He's gotten 2 relatively quick outs. And now he potentially could face as many as 2 more batters. Although if he gets an out here, won't need to. Oakley looked like he was trying to lay down a bunt there, 0-1.
Yeah, Chapman bringing a lot of speed here up on the mound.
I think Chapman's another guy. He's going to throw 85 pitches tomorrow. 1-1.
Yeah, 3 to work with right here.
I think if they don't get the out here, I think Richardson might be your next guy. Would be my only guess. Oh, he dropped it. By Everett Chapman. Basically makes a tremendous diving grab. It falls out of the glove a little late, and just to make sure he goes ahead and fires it first for the out. And so that will do it on a Webb Gym play there for Chapman. 13-10 is your score. Bottom of the 6th inning. Can the American League tie it up or walk it off for the championship? We'll see in just a moment after a 1-minute timeout on Pulaski Citizen Live.
The Natural Gas Department of Pulaski is here to help you save money. Natural gas is safe, efficient, and cost-effective. It's up to 50 to 60% less expensive than electricity for home heating. Plus, it's clean and efficient, so you can feel good about your choice. Call us today for service or visit our website to learn more. Make the switch to natural gas and start saving today.
Haney Financial Solutions is a New York Life company. We're the people who put their love into action. Backed by over 175 years of experience, New York Life companies like Haney Financial Solutions have been helping people just like you protect what matters most. So go ahead and make a difference in the world. Visit NewYorkLife.com or call us today at 931-363-6490. Haney Financial Solutions. We're here to help.
And we are back here. 13-10 is your score. Last chance in regulation here for the American League as they trail 13-10 in a high-scoring affair. The previous high between these two teams in one of the games in the series was only 14 runs. We've had 23 thus far tonight, Trent.
Yeah, we've got a lot of runs scored. The bats have gotten very hot here at the end of the night. Once the 6th inning started, the National League just started hitting the ball really well in the first game, and then it's leaked over to the second game, and then now American League has picked their bats up also. It's been one amazing night of baseball out here.
Tough thing for the American League, though, is you got some of your as I say that, immediately a Winterburn and Associates base hit for Judah Reisner. He's going to stay at first there, but I was going to say you kind of have the bottom half of your lineup, but about 2 innings ago, the bottom half of the lineup looked pretty good. And so, they've had some success tonight. Will Garcia be able to end up coming in and getting the save, or will this be the second blown save that we've seen today after there was a blown save in game 1 that led to victory for the National League? Jackson at the plate. This one high. 1-0 count. I feel like suddenly that insurance run, that last inning, is huge.
Yeah.
I think the difference between a 2-run and a 3-run lead is big here. Swing and a miss there from Jackson.
Yeah, 2-3 is big right here. Bottom half of the order, and the last time up, these are the guys that got the rally started. So if they can get it going again, keep up what they did last inning, they're going to be in a good spot.
This one is low, 2-1. Here's the pitch. Outside, 3-1.
Working the pitch count up of Garcia like we've been talking about in here. That pitch count could be very big right here going into this inning.
Yeah, if he walks him suddenly, you're thinking there's probably no way he's able to get out of this inning without getting to at least 20 pitches and potentially needing to change him. But at this, y'all in the press box have made a really good point. I think you have to save Garcia for tomorrow. But again, if you lose tonight, then it's over.
Yeah.
And so maybe you do have to write him out and go ahead and burn him for tomorrow. So after that walk, though, runners on first and second. And wow, what an opportunity here. And that will bring up Chapman. 0-1. This one,
Ooh.
line foul. But Garcia way ahead 0-2 here. 15 pitches, has yet to record the first out of this inning though. Runners on first and second, so the tying run is at the plate. What do we see here? 0-2. This one grounded. This one. They get the fielder's choice. First and third. Brings up Swanner. 13-10. 1 out. Runners on the corners. Garcia's thrown 16 pitches. This one, a grounder. They might have a chance at a double play. Oh, but it's a wild throw. And Swanner will come back and say, hey, you know, I'm going to be safe here. And head back to first. So that will score a run. But the fielder's choice, which nearly turned into a double play there, almost ended the game.
Yeah, very good opportunity there to end the game. Now you got to try to pass the torch here.
If you're the American League here, I mean, well, excuse me, if you're the National League,
oh, you're in the spot.
You've got Ryder at the plate. You have to feel like you need to get him because you do not want to turn that lineup over.
Yeah, you don't want to flip-flop.
This one, though,
uh-oh,
is going to be I'm going to call that a base hit, I think.
Yep, that's a base hit.
Although they run into the final out. And so Swanner runs into out number 3, and that's going to do it, folks. Wow, what a strange moment here, as that was not the tying run. Probably didn't need to be that aggressive, but a base running miscue is going to go ahead and end the game here, 13-11. And just a really strange way to end the game, Trent.
Yeah, that was very odd there. You're not the run that counts there at the end. You need to just stay at second there, take it going. Didn't see it. Coaches were calling to move up or what was going on there. It's a odd way to end the game whenever the top of your lineup gets on with 2 runners on there here at the end of the game.
Yeah, so strange play, but hey, sometimes that's how it rolls. And so really for the National League, a miracle situation there, because not only do you go ahead and complete the save, but Garcia only threw 18 pitches, so he's back again tomorrow.
Yeah, that's another big issue. Wasn't even thinking of that at the time, but he threw
19, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, he's back tomorrow regardless.
Yeah, if you'd been able to get him to throw just a couple more pitches, then man, he can't even throw tomorrow. So wild change of events there at the end of the game.
Absolutely. And so they were going to threshold him the next batter, but they didn't even have to do it because that will do it for today's game. And so National League sweeps it tonight. And they get back into the series, but the American League still leads it 3-2. We will have 1 game at least tomorrow, potentially 2, depending on who wins game 1. And so a winner-take-all potential game 7 would be number 2 tomorrow. But, man, it's been a lot of fun, Trent.
Yeah, it's been a great night of baseball. It's set up for a big night on in tomorrow. Back heels the whole game. I mean, the 2 homers, 4 total RBIs. The kid was doing it all at the plate. Just looked so smooth. Like everything.